What's going on, Washington Commander Nation? It's your boy Rio, and we are back with the latest on the Rambling with Rio YouTube channel. This is our weekly rambling about Washington Commanders live stream. Let's get some folks in here right now. I don't know what's going on. Okay, people are starting to come in now. I don't know. My app was messing up or something, but how y'all feeling out there right now, man? What's going on? Kenny G Production, what's good? Yo, Dork Gunner, what's going on, man? How y'all feeling out there? Queen Sheen, how y'all feeling? Today is Wednesday, April 13th. We are 15 days away. We are 2 weeks away from the start of the NFL draft. And per usual, there's excitement, and whenever good news comes, bad news comes. It's a residual, redundant thing when it comes to this team. Dan the Crook and these other owners, I don't know, man. It just feels like he's just going to weasel his way out of another one. This man is skimming funds off of season ticket holders and all kinds of stuff, taking money out of players, owners, and other teams' pockets. But that's what we do here in Washington, man. We are involved in scandal all the time. Be easy. What's going on, man? Or Gunner said, be better with Snyder. I know, what do y'all think the vibes are going to be like if Snyder does have to sell the team? Once that announcement, we get that Adam Schefter announcement that says Daniel Snyder no longer owns he was putting the team up for sale. I'm telling it might be the wildest time DC and the DMV has ever seen. It may be wilder than a championship parade, because this is something for about 2 decades we've wanted. We almost wanted him gone since he's got here, man. It's going to be people going to be busting guns in the streets of DC. There's going to be orgies going on all around the DMV. It's going to be crazy, bro. Yo. Man, I can't even imagine Dan the Crook. Dan got a lot of nicknames, none of them good. I'm doing all right, Tommy. I'm doing okay. I had a weird weekend. I had a lot of stuff to sort out over the weekend, I had to deal with some inconveniences, almost lost access to my YouTube channel, my email, and some more stuff. But we back, and we better than ever, and I'm feeling lovely. It's hot as shit outside. That's why I got my bucket hat on, because the sun was beaming, and I'm too black for all this heat, man. It's not time for that. It already feels like training camp weather. I can just smell the football starting to be thrown in Ashburn. If he dodges this, then we start. Oh, for sure. If he gets out of this, he is 100% certified Teflon Dan. There's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately, and he's going to probably pass it down. It's going to stay in his lineage till the end of time. Snyder will be selling in a month. Watch. Hey, would be crazy. He'll probably be selling merchandise and tickets, because I don't see him going anywhere. We would celebrate that shit like a Lombardi trophy. As a 30-year-old fan who hasn't seen one, that would be the most rejoicing feeling since 2012 RG3's crazy lightning in a bottle rookie season, man. And yes, Tommy, you're correct. He's going to dodge it. But I think the main reason that he dodges it is because I don't think Snyder's smart or witty enough to revolutionize this ticket scamming thing. If he's doing it, other owners are doing it too. And they're going to open up a Pandora's box of investigations league-wide. And Roger Goodell and these owners, they're all about protecting the shield. So if they got to protect our dweeb-ass owner just to keep the NFL intact and not some full-on investigation league-wide, then that's what it's going to be. They're just going to put Tanya Snyder as the face of the team. They're going to keep sneaking Dan in and out of the stadium and in the training camp and stuff. But it is what it is, man. We're not going to give Dan too much of our time. How y'all feeling right now, man? We got 2 weeks to go to the draft. How y'all feeling about the draft? This team gives me Stockholm syndrome. This team gives me a lot of things. I love this team to death. It It is a sick relationship we have with this team. It's a very sick relation. It's a sickness. It's a disease. It is abuse. Like, we constantly go back to our abusive spouse. And this team is the abusive spouse because every time they show us that little inkling that things could be on the up, and then they always bring us back, man. They always bring us back. But how y'all feeling, man? We got 2 weeks to go. We might do us a live stream mock today. I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. I might pull up PFN and we might just go ahead and mock as a unit today. You already know the vibes. What's going on, my guy? Scotty Flow State, my boy. LD, what's going on, man? I was about to say my man's rocking the bucket. Hell, it's hot. It's summer. It's summer today. It's summer today. My roommate had the AC off, bro. I was about to have a whole ass heat stroke in the crib. Affordable Tech Pros LLC. What's popping, man? Dan the Dweeb Snyder. Yeah, I mean, we should get it tatted on us, bro. Like, I should own the branding for that. Branding genius. Hey, appreciate it. This man don't stop to go. Hey, my boy Jalen. Hey, we don't stop. So me and Jalen just recorded a video right before I came on. We're going to do a Sauce Gardner versus Derek Stingley comparison. And if in the unlikely situation that one of them falls to 11, which one would be a better fit? Which one's a better player? And what's the trajectory of both players in the league? We literally just finished that before I hopped on this live. And after I finished this live, me, him, and the group chat boys, we're about to go ahead and put our Washington polos on and get in the war room and make a draft episode that y'all are going to absolutely love. It's going to be hilarious. And we're about to be debating our ass off on who we should pick. Be Easy said, I'm actually nervous about what we're doing at 11. Don't be nervous, man. At the end of the day, you know, we're going to get a good player. Please don't be a guard or a linebacker, though. There will be no receiver at 11, and we will get a running back. 11 will be defense because a player will be there. Ron is going to have to take. But receiver, maybe the second pick, maybe the fourth. I know damn well they better not wait till the fourth for a receiver. Hell no. There's a big difference between Garrett Wilson, Olave, Traylon Burks, and Drake London and the fourth-round receivers of the world, the Justin Rosses of the world, the Wan'Dale Robinsons. There's a major difference. Oh, my God, Mitch Kofsky. We got some Eagles. Dirty Bird Green in the building. What's going on, Mitch, my guy? He said, give me Putney no matter what. If you don't know that line, it's from a cult classic of a terrible movie that I love called Draft Day starring Kevin Costner. I have to watch it every draft day going forward because it does not accurately depict at all what war rooms in the NFL is like, but I love every second of it, and I'm praying we get a sequel one day soon. Randy Butler, what's going on, man? Virginia Slim, what it do? How y'all feeling out there right now? So, as of today, 15 days before the draft, what are y'all thinking with this pick 11? What do y'all think we're leaning? I still think we're leaning receiver, but the league is telling us that Kyle Hamilton's not going top 10. I guess that 40-yard dash time really does matter to folks because the tape shows me an absolute freakazoid, top-notch player. And, man, I don't know, man. I still can't. I'll believe it when I see it. Kyle Hamilton, Stingley, Sauce, they should be all top 10 players. They're so good, bro. They're so freaking good. Like, and the two corners, that's a premium position. Like, I know there's great tackles and great edge pieces going early, but I just can't see them falling to us, man. Commander Black checking in. Olave at 11. You love to hear it. You love to see it. I want a weapon, man. I want a weapon. We need to know what happened to Bo Callahan. You know what happened to Bo Callahan? He got his personality better. He went to Pittsburgh, and he transformed into Kenny Pickett because he looks just like him. They both have quarterback hair. They both look alike, except Kenny Pickett doesn't have personality or character concerns like Bo Callahan. Bo Callahan was like white Jamarcus Russell, bro. Like, he had terrible character, but he was nice. He was nice as shit. You know what the funniest part of draft day was that these motherfuckers traded to the first pick of the draft and took an off-ball backer R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, but they took an off-ball backer, middle linebacker, the Devin Lloyd of that class. They took him with the first pick of the draft after trading all those picks to get there. Yeah, they ended up trading back and getting a running back, but well, let's keep it a buck. In real life, Sonny Weaver Jr. would have got his ass fired for that draft. My man got a linebacker, a running back, and a kick returner, and did like 3 trades on draft night. That shit is hilarious. Kyle Hamilton a trade back. Mike says corner or safety. I think if it's corner, it has to be Stingley, though, because we don't play press man defense too much. And Sauce Gardner is like primarily and only a man cover defense. And we're going to have 2 man cover defenses, the corners, and William Jackson and Sauce Gardner. Meanwhile, Jack Del Rio is putting them in a soft zone, which does not fit their skill set. So, what the fuck is even the point? You know what I'm saying? If Hamilton's there at 11, we can't pass it up. Get offense in the second, wide receiver, tight end. We do not already have a good receiving core. We do not. We have 2 good receivers. Well, no, we have 1 really good receiver. We have a mystery if he can get on the field in Curtis Samuel. De'Ami Brown is a mystery because he was ass as a rookie. And Cam Sims is a good wide receiver 4 depth piece. Dax Milne is a 7th round draft. We do not have a good receiving core. Like that is not even close to the truth, bro. If we get a good receiver in this draft, we have a good receiving core. You know what I'm saying? Jameson Williams, rather have Stingley than Hamilton. I'll take Wilson. I'll take Olave. I'll take Jameson Williams, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know Smoot loves his DB, so that doesn't surprise me that he says that. Everybody has an opinion, you know what I'm saying? They're like assholes. We all got them. But I think you go make a move for a quarterback. You go give him another weapon to pair with your star receiver to take some attention off of him and round out the receiving room with a 1B receiver, because we don't have a number 2 right now because it ain't De'Ami Brown. And Curtis Samuel's used in so many different ways, like a Swiss Army knife. He's going to be our, you know what I'm saying, budget brand Debo Samuel. So we don't have a number. We don't have someone on the boundary opposite Terry right now. De'Ami Brown could be a good depth piece and vertical piece for us. De'Ami Brown's not going to be that guy. I think if I had to put money on it, the pick is going to be whatever Ohio State receivers on the board. I love Garrett Wilson. I think Garrett Wilson's better than Olave, but Olave is also really good, and I would not mind taking him at 11 at all. Pat said we need to play. Yes, we do need to play man-to-man more. We need to find a good role for Kendall Fuller and get Benjamin St. Juste and Will Jackson on the outside, press manning receivers on a regular basis, because why do we sit our corners in such a, we give up a slant every play because our corners are sitting 5 yards off the ball. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We could move back and still get a good wideout. Guys, I want to tell you guys this. All the trade back crowd that does the same thing every offseason. Trading back does not just happen because you want it to. You can work the phones, and a pick has to be there for us to have. But trading back is not as simple as we think on Twitter, YouTube, and in Madden, bro. There has to be a trade partner. There has to be a trade partner, and there has to be a player on the board that someone's willing to come up for. Yes, it's possible that can be the case, but trading back is not as simple as everyone thinks it is. Everyone thinks it's as simple as just picking up your phone and saying, we want to trade back now. Trade back confirmed. Bro, yes, trading back could work for us. Also, it could not be an option for us. We'll see how it goes. Who's the franchise-changing guy who falls to the end of the first of this draft? I think it'll be a guy like Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams, people forget he's the best receiver in this class because he tore his ACL in the national championship. He's really good, and the league will absolutely be stung when he gets to Kansas City at 29 or some shit like that. That would be absolutely crazy. George Pickens, I know my boy Jalen's been banging the table for George Pickens for a while. George Pickens is going to end up going at the end of the first, early second. He's not going to be there at 47. George Pickens tore up the ACC when he was healthy. He's coming off an injury, and there's character concerns. I don't really care about all that shit. He's a dog. I would love to see him in Green Bay. I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Green Bay late first round. Need to stay ahead of Philly. They want a receiver. Philly, did you see a report today that says that Philly's brass is interested in Matt Corral? I'm not sure what Philly exactly is doing in this draft. You haven't got a good feel for him. Hey, my boy Josh Taylor in the chat. Make sure y'all sub up my guy's new channel, Taking Command with Josh Taylor. Saints want to move. I think the Saints are going to move up into the top 6 to get Pickens or Willis, whatever one's not available. You know what I'm saying? The Saints are about to move. They sit 5 yards back on a good play. Oh, my God. More like 7 to 10. Hell yeah. They're sitting at the sticks and somehow still manage to give up a first down. It's the Washington way. That's what we do all the time. Dubs family, what's popping, man? If we trade back and miss on our first pick, I know I'm going to be pissed. We're going to trade back, and the 3 players we want to go all be off the board. But, hey, look at us. We got an extra third. Look at us. We traded back. Like, awesomeness. How you doing? How you feeling right now? Pickens been hurt since I was Yes, Pickens has been injured, but I like what he offers, man. I think he's healthy now. He's gonna be good to go. We found gold in previous drafts in the later round. We don't need to trade back. Draft weapons and protection for win. Yeah, exactly. Just stick and pick. Unless your board is looking like, oh, we got like 5 guys that we can still get if we trade back. You know what I'm saying? All these mocks, almost none have us drafting a tight end. Are you comfortable? Hell no. I like John Bates. No. I think, listen, if we did things my way, we're drafting a receiver in round 1, and we're drafting a tight end or a running back in round 2. Because, no, I like John Bates as a good second tight end, but I don't know if I'm confident in him starting for the first month of the season if Logan Thomas is not ready coming off the ACL tear. But give me a Trey McBride out of Colorado State. Give me an Isaiah Likely. Give me a Jelani Woods, a Chigo Okonkwo. Give me a tight end, bro. Give me a Jalen Weidemeyer, even though he ran like a 20-second 40-yard dash. I need, like, and to be perfectly honest, I like Logan Thomas, but we may need our tight end 1 of the future that could end up being our tight end 1 of the right now. Logan Thomas has 1 year production in his career as a tight end. So let's hold our horses on thinking we have this bona fide tight end of the future in Logan Thomas, especially coming off an injury. What about Mechie in the second? Since him and Williams are both recovering from knee surgeries. I like John Mechie. John Mechie the third. I like him. Like I said in my previous pod, he's a jack of all trades. He's good at like everything, but he's great at nothing. Like he doesn't have an elite trait about him. But I think he would serve a better purpose in the slot rather than be a boundary receiver. But I think he could play outside also. We need a bruiser running back. Bro, Mike, hey, you speaking my language, bro. Like, I did my mock draft episode yesterday, and people came for me because I took Breece Hall in the second round of the draft. 6'1", 220-pound running back out of Iowa State with vision, acceleration, and whose play speed matches their 40-yard dash. We need that. That Kenneth Walker. I like Antonio Gibson. I love Antonio Gibson, but I think Antonio Gibson would be best suited in a running back by committee situation where we don't have to rely on him getting 20-plus carries a game because I don't think he's built for it, bro. He's still learning the nuances of the running back position. Just because he ran for 1,000 yards does not mean he's a good running back. He left a lot to be desired vision-wise, ball security-wise, and he does not play to his 40 time. He ran a 4.3. He plays like a 4.5, 4.55 speed. And it's because he's put on weight since he's gotten the lead. He's not – go watch his Memphis tape and watch the explosion compared to now. And they're going to say, he had to put on weight. He's transitioning from receiver to running back. He put on too much because he plays like a 4.5, 4.6 running back who ran a 4.3 at the combine, and I need to see it before I could believe it in this dude. But I like Antonio Gibson. We should not be afraid – we cannot be afraid to upgrade from guys who are actually replaceable. What do you like for us in the second round? Tight end, running back, or Mike linebacker? That's what I like in the second round. Or if the board is looking ugly, I could see us taking a guard, like a bona fide guard, like if a Kenyon Green is still there on the board, someone of the likes. What up, Swerving? Olave is great, but trade back to get him. How far can you trade back, though? Because I feel like he's going to get taken Like, there are people that think that Olave could be the first or second receiver off the board. Like, we're all assuming that these receivers are just going to be there when we trade back, bro. Like, we don't know that. You can get a good feel for it, but it ain't going to be based on all these media guys. Because I don't know if y'all pay attention every year. None of these media guys' mock drafts be anywhere close to what happens on draft night. No one predicted Cleveland Farrell to go number 4, Daniel Jones to go number 6, or anything like that. We definitely have more of a tight end problem than a wide receiver problem. I think it's equivalent. I think we have an equivalent tight end and receiver problem. We can use a playmaker at each. A true move tight end and a true number 2 receiver, or a co-number 1 opposite Terry. Prediction of who the Commanders will play week 1. I feel like I hope it's like Detroit or Houston, but I feel very confident in saying we're going to open the year up against the Eagles in Philly or against Indianapolis. Like, that's a good storyline to open the year. Carson revenge game off the rip. Like, Philly just makes so much sense, especially like a Monday night game at Philly to open the year. I'd rather us play on Sunday to open the year, but I could definitely see us playing one of Carson's 3 revenge games on the year to start the year. I'm expecting the Eagles or the Colts to be our first game. Brees is a dog. You want to look at what a running back one, a true running back run one looks like? Go ahead and peep. Go ahead and peep, bro. Damn, I want Brees Hall too for the Eagles, and Chris Olave. Iowa State plays big lineman in the Big 12. Yeah, if we don't take Chris Olave and we trade back, y'all gonna take him. The Eagles gonna get Chris Olave, and he's gonna be burning our secondary for years to come. But look at us, we traded back. Drake London's my dude. The wagon loves big receivers that can go up and get it and run it down. I've warmed up to Drake London. I've warmed up to Drake London. He's better than I thought he was, and I was definitely being hella disrespectful when it came to evaluating Drake London. I'm telling you, it's the PTSD. He's not Josh Doxson. He's way better than Josh Doxson, and he does things with the ball in his hand. He runs like a goddamn running back when he has the ball in his hand. He just reminds me of a tight end playing receiver, though. He just doesn't have the girth of a tight end. But I wouldn't be mad if we drafted Drake London. We may better. Yep, I think so too, Mike. I did that I think I took like Jack Cohn out of Notre Dame, or like Brock Purdy in the 6th or 7th round of my mock, just to have a Garrett Gilbert emergency quarterback in case Heine and Wentz can't go. But I'm not even going to speak quarterback injuries into existence, because we've seen far, far, far too many here as our time as Washington fan. Predictions for Deshaun in Cleveland. I think it's going to get like a 4 to 6 game suspension, but when he gets rolling, he's going to ball. Dude still got it. I don't think he's going to have any really like he has God-given ability to play the quarterback position. I don't expect any rust to have to be knocked off. He's going to come back in smoking off rip, and when he gets going, that's going to be a good team. The AFC is a bloodbath. I'm glad we don't got nothing to do with that shit over there. The whole AFC got a quarterback. It's just crazy. That division, that conference, whew. God bless them. Indy Sunday night would be great. Sunday night at Indy to start the year, I would like it, man. I would like it. Go back to Indy and stick it to Jim Irsay's crackhead ass just to start the year. Like, how good would that feel if we start the year at Indy and Carson goes and leads us to victory, throws for 303 tutties to start the year? Would be fire. We need multiple linebackers in this draft, and no, I don't. I disagree with that a lot. And a big guy for the defensive line. Okay, a defensive line depth piece I can definitely see later in the draft. We do not need to draft multiple linebackers. We only have 5 picks so far. If we draft multiple linebackers in this, I'm going to be very disappointed. And if we draft one in round 1, I might vomit on my live stream during the draft, because I can't stomach off-ball backer 2 years in a row in the first round. That would be a huge mistake. If we do get a running back, Gibson's future might be up in the air, especially since Ron had to probably bench him multiple times. His future should be up in the air anyway, because I don't believe in paying running backs. And he has 2 years left on his contract. When his contract runs out, deuces. That's why you draft a running back. You keep the cycle going. Paying running backs is one of the worst business practices in the NFL. It never works out for you, because that is a position these players get beaten and battered and bruised up, and you run the treads off of them during their rookie contract so that you could take another one to replace them. That's how I feel about running back. Might be disrespectful, but it's not a running back league, bro. Unless you have the best running back, don't pay your running back. Drake London is what Kelvin Benjamin was supposed to be. Yep, except Kelvin Benjamin couldn't get out of the Waffle House, and he was out there looking like me playing receiver in the league, and it's not gonna get it done. How you gonna gain separation? You going around with you got a gut at starting receiver. Terry McLaurin, 5 years, 115. I can see it. I still think it's gonna be somewhere like 4 years, 96, which puts him right under like 20. That's like 24 million a year, which is perfect. Will we ever rock gold pants again? I wasn't a big fan of the gold pants, except for with the throwback, the 75th anniversary uniform. I think we could bring those back as our homecoming week, alumni week uniforms at some point. But I'm not a fan of the gold pants. Another reason I don't like the gold pants is because Bruce Allen loves the gold pants. And if Bruce Allen loves something, fuck that shit. Because I hate Bruce Allen. What happened to the Burks talk? Is he mid-round, early, late 20s? He could be a contingency option. Burks. I like Treylon Burks. Treylon Burks is getting slept on because he didn't run the most blazing 40. Treylon Burks does everything that Debo Samuel can do. He's like a Debo, A.J. Brown hybrid receiver. He has great size. He does great things with the ball in his hands. And then, you know what I'm saying? You can give him a jet sweep. You give him a reverse. You can move him all around the offense. You can pretty much do what we do with Curtis Samuel with us. So we could put him on the outside because he has the size and route running ability to do so. I would prefer the other three guys ahead of him, before him, the two Ohio State Buckeyes and the Alabama boy. But I put him around that wide receiver 4 area. And honestly, him and Pickens shouldn't be that far from each other in rankings in this class because Pickens gets busy. Olave at 11, Kenneth Walker, Darian Beavers, Jelani Wood. I'm with it, bro. Sign me up. So we get offense, baby. So we get our Maserati smooth operator receiver, Chris Olave at 11. So we got Terry and Olave, Curtis in the slot. Round 2, we get our starting running back or the running back that splits carries with Antonio Gibson while McKissick gashes the defense on third down out of the backfield in the slot all over the place. And then we go get our linebacker that everyone is so desperate for, Darian Beavers. One of the only 2 pro days Ron showed up to was the Cincinnati pro day, and he was talking to Beavers most of the time, even though I promise you they were probably there to see Kobe Bryant and Desmond Ridder as well. Ron spent a lot of time with the linebackers because that's what he does. I would like Beavers in round 4. Offensive draft. Yes, sir. It's time, bro. It's time we put that same investment into the defense. Linebackers are not value. Hamilton would fill those needs. Yep. Troy McBride. I'm telling you, McBride's going to be the next prime Ertz, Kelsey, Kittle. McBride's that guy. That's a big boy. He's a horse, and he ran a 4.5. Route technician, high points. He does everything good, man. David, what's good, man? How you doing? Zeke is a perfect example of that for Dallas. Hell yeah, him and Christian McCaffrey, even though McCaffrey is like a running back and a receiver combined. Yo, DeAndre Taylor with the 199. Appreciate you, One Life. Shiny gold unis would be sweet, though. Yeah, those would be tight. I wanted us to wear the mustard-ass color rush uniform from a while back. That would have been lit. Could the latest news on the evil troll finally be the beginning of the end? Trust me, we're all down on our knees praying for it, but until I see it, I will not believe it, man. Gibson lost me with the fumble. Bro, I damn near had a heat stroke in that Chargers game. After William Jackson caught that pick and we were about to put the game on ice, when Gibson fumbled that ball inside the 10 and gave Herbert the victory. The stadium was letting him have it, bro. And that was not his only ill-timed fumble of the year. He got to work on that shit. Kelvin on the Eddie Lacy diet. Hell yeah. Kelvin Benjamin and Eddie Lacy both got to the league and ate their entire contracts away. They said, listen, bro, I'm just here for vibes and a good meal and a paycheck to keep eating, literally, at that point. That shit's crazy. Let's hope this Snyder shit is legit so we can get rid of his ass. I hope so, man. I want him gone so bad. Bro. Gibson, yeah, he's cool. He does need competition. Competition, iron sharpens iron, man. We can't be afraid to bring in competition for guys, man. Dudes need to earn their stripes around here. Big Simple in the building. What up, play? He said we lit. What up? What's going on, man? How you feeling about this draft, man? What you doing at pick 11? What do you think about this Glass kid from Bama A&M as a late rounder quarterback to develop? I don't think any quarterback that we take in the late round is actually going to be developed. He's going to be a camp emergency COVID practice squad body. I don't think any quarterback drafted after like the fourth round is going to be taken into any consideration to be developed to be something of the future. They're going to be new Steven Montez, and Steven Montez has no future in this league. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Wentz receiver workout video yet. It's coming, man. It's coming. And it could have happened. Like, it don't got to be a video of it. You know, he could be working inside. I have seen him working with Kurt Warner, which I love to see. Kurt Warner had some critiques about Carson and some things he wanted to work on, and where he even said it on NFL Network. I would love to talk to Carson about his game. Well, they've put those words to action. Carson has been working out with Kurt Warner, I believe, out in California. So you love to see that. Terry and Olave would be dynamic. Hell yeah, and the relationship's already there. Him, Curtis, and Terry, like, you know what I'm saying? They already there. Terry was Olave's mentor in Ohio State. And Olave's more talented coming out than Terry was, so it'd be perfect. Nick Cross, yes, sir. Maryland boy, local boy. I love the local kids in this year's draft, man. I love the Maryland Terrapins and Nick Cross. I love the tight end Chico Okonkwo. Nick Cross would check a lot of boxes for us. That's why we don't necessarily need to take a safety too early. But if we do, Kyle Hamilton in the first, or what am I talking about? Jaquan Brisker or Jalen Petrie out of Baylor in the second round interests me if we go to the safety route. Let's say the Dweeb has removed an owner. What does that do to our team for the upcoming season? Seems like another distraction. We don't need a trust me, ain't no distraction about losing that motherfucker as the owner, bro. Like, that means that the number one meddler and interrupter and distractor of progress here is out of the building. At the end of the day, football games has to be played. Alex Smith, I heard you loud and clear. The distractions, they help hinder the performance on the field. Well, I'll tell you what, Daniel Snyder being a distraction is not why you threw 70 checkdowns a game, bro. Those distractions did not get you injured. That was bad luck. Bad luck and the lack of ability. At the end of the day, you can be as distracted as you want to. Football still has to be played on Sunday. Guys go through tragedies and still have to go out and play on Sunday. Win games. Win games, period. I say we trade out of 11 and pick up more picks. A lot of good players in this draft. We can get later in the draft. A trade back sounds great. There has to be a trade partner, David. I appreciate the super. Someone has to send us something, or we got to make the calls and someone has to accept. We can't just assume a trade back can happen, because that's not always the case. Appreciate the super chat. I'm thinking about trading back unless Olave is there and safety or linebacker, but they got to be good. I'm cool with trading back, and I'm cool with sticking and picking, man. At the end of the day, you have a draft board set. If your draft board is set and the player you want is on the board, take him. I'm of that belief. A trade back, unless someone is blowing up my line and willing to knock my socks off, throw me multiple ones, throw me a second and a third, just pick the player you want. Kenneth Walker's a need for me in the second. Yep, him or Breece Hall, they come here. They're starting over Gibson. I'm sorry to say that to people. And that's not hating. That's not hating at all. That's just being realistic. I mentioned this early on Twitter. I put out a tweet that said there's about 6 players on the roster who I would call irreplaceable. Like, we don't need to upgrade from them. And those players on this roster, to me, I'll say 7. Our 4 starting defensive linemen: Sweat, Young, Payne, Allen, Cam Curl, Terry McLaurin, Tressway. Everybody else on the roster is fair game, bro. Everybody else on the roster is fair game. 70 checkdowns again. Hey, J.D. McKissick had 80 catches that year, bro. When the last time you seen a backup running back catch 80 passes, bro? What if we traded oh my God, why are you guys speaking evil to me today? What if we traded Terry for a first and a second this year and get 2 of the top receivers in the draft? Terry McLaurin is a part of the fabric and the foundation of this franchise. I don't want to hear anything about trading Terry. But for a first and a second this year, it depends on where those picks sit. It's very enticing. Very enticing. But I don't think any of the 3 players that modeled our new rebrand, Terry, Jonathan Allen, or Chase, are available, and we're not taking any calls on either guy. My prediction is Terry's going to get his contract 2 weeks before camp in July. Shout out to my guy, Carlton Pagano Jackson, for the 1999 Super. Bless your heart, my guy. He said, let the draft begin. Olave and Scary Terry, same exact player. Better wake up and stop sleeping on Olave, best route running technician. And he's smooth with it. Not flashy or extra, but he gets TDs all in for win. Hell yeah, bro. That's why I call him the Maserati, the smooth operator. He makes it look easy, and his second gear is crazy. The way he breaks off defenders and stems his routes, it is, I love it, man. I love it, man. Appreciate you for the $20 super chat. Oh, and I appreciate you for getting me the video. For those of you, if y'all want to take part, I'm doing a content creator, fan, media member draft prediction compilation where everybody sends me a 30-second to 60-second video predicting who our first round pick's going to be. I don't care how long the video is. If we put out 2 hours worth of people predicting the pick, I'm going to put that shit out there. I'm going to release it the night before the draft. So if you want to take part in that, check the About Me in the description of my page. Hit me on one of my social media pages that you see here and shoot me a 30 to 60-second video of who you think we're going to take with the first pick. Introduce yourself, make the pick, make a reason why, sign off, and it's that simple. I want everybody to be a part of this, man. I love this. I love this community we build. I love this Washington Commanders community of content creators we got. I want everybody to take part in this shit, man. Yeah, we got to get Snyder out, man. I don't think it's going anywhere though. Let me see. Maybe I have Ashburn syndrome, but why do I feel like Wentz is about to run? Bro, you too, bro. I feel like Wentz about to fry. It's probably Ashburn syndrome too, but I've always liked Wentz since he was drafted, and I watched a lot of Colts games last year. Wentz ended the season bad, started the season meh, but the whole middle part of the season, he was really good. And in an offense that didn't even suit him. I think Scott about to have him slinging that motherfucker. I think we're going to compete for this division, and we're going to make the playoffs this year. I may be crazy, though, man. Alex Wilson, my guy with the $10, said that he was banging Gruden's side piece and sounded jealous, so bench him and started Byron Marshall, who missed the block, and Alex got injured. Bibb said that out of his mouth. Honestly, to be perfectly honest, I'm not promising you that Capri Bibbs makes that block, and I honestly do not care too much about journeyman running backs' opinions on, like, yet he could have been banging his side piece, but that had shit to do with Alex getting hurt, bro. That shit was fluke as hell. Byron Marshall and Capri Bibbs were cut from the same Jag player, just the guy cloth, and either guy could have missed that block. And to think that that was the cause of Alex getting hurt, that is a grasp, that is a reach, and not a fan. Not a fan of it, but, you know, that's hilarious. The only in Washington does your head coach bang your backup running back side piece. Gotta love it here. Running backs are super expendable. Hell yeah. Very, very, very much so. Jalen Hurts doesn't scare any. He does not scare me at all, bro. Duncan. Where you at, Duncan? Don't want to be hating, but you need to draft better tackles than receiver, or else Jalen Hurts is going to be better tackles. I know you're talking about defensive tackles. Our defensive line is lit. Jalen Hurts is going to have to run for 100 yards because he's a running back. He's not a passer. When Jalen Hurts can get to 20 touchdowns passing in a season, we can talk about him being a quarterback. Jalen Hurts is dollar store on sale for less than 99 cents Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? You get what you pay for. He's not Lamar Jackson. He's like poverty-stricken welfare Lamar Jackson. And nobody is afraid of his arm. And that's why you guys made the trade with the Saints, because you're putting yourself in position to draft C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young next year, because y'all know Jalen Hurts is ass. And that's why that report came out today that y'all are interested in the Matt Corral. I will talk all the trash about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts almost got swept by 2 fake quarterbacks we had last year. Yeah, man. Terry's not going nowhere, man. Thank you, Joanne Haskins, for Justin. I know, man. Oh, God. That is so tragic. I don't even want to talk about it too much more. I touched on it in my mock draft video. That shit is tragic. I cannot believe that. 24 years young, taken so soon. Thank you for suggesting us getting your boy. We drafted Terry to be a gunner. He turned out to be a superstar receiver for us. Rest in paradise, Simba. My biggest fear is Snyder getting booted and the new owner moving the team. I don't think they're moving the team. They're going to be in the DMV regardless, because the DC, Maryland, Virginia area is a big market. Regardless of if we've sucked for a long time, it's a big market. They're not going to move him. You sent the video, brother Cap? Bet. Let me know where you sent it. I probably already got it and already started putting it on the video. I know Wentz is getting to it, man. Like the media saying a bunch of crazy shit, especially the local media. It's funny how the local media do. They shit on these players. They ask them all these crazy questions. Then they get them on their podcasts and stuff and act like they're all hunky-dory and shit like that. It's pretty funny. When I say ritual. Crossing the highway at 7 a.m. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm not even going to speak on any of that because that is way beyond my realm of like knowledge. But what's good, Sugar Daddy? What up, Unc? How you feel, Unc? Hurts is Lamar Jackson 2.0. Hell no, because Lamar Jackson wins with his arm. Like I said, when Hurts can put together an actual season of passing and throw for 20 touchdowns in a season, we can talk. Hurts is going to be on his way out next year. They're going to draft a quarterback because he's not a good quarterback, bro. He's athletic as hell. You know what I'm saying? He can throw a decent deep ball, but he can't win with his arm, and he hasn't shown that ability yet, man. He hasn't shown it. And you guys want to do a mock? I'm thinking about doing a mock. Let's go ahead and just pull up the PFN. Let's go ahead and pull up the PFN simulator real quick. Give me 1 second. Let's do a family mock. Let's argue a little bit. Let me get ready for my war room that I'm about to get cracking with my boys after I get off my live stream. We about to get this in. Let's do some mock drafts, family. 1 second. Let me see. Tab. All right. Let's see how this goes. Y'all want to do a mock draft? Let's do a mock draft, man. So this is how we're looking right now. Okay. Let's talk a trade back scenario. If this is offered to us, we better take that shit in a heartbeat. Hold on. Let me remove my overlay so y'all can really see who's taking this trade, because I'm taking this fucking trade. You see, a trade back sounds so beautiful until we get to draft night and it's not there. Y'all taking this trade? Let me see. Let me see what y'all feeling in the chat right now. Because that trade looking real nice right now. That joint looking real nice. Let me see. Man. Get this off the screen. All right. Let's see. Show of hands. We taking that trade, taking it instantly, take it, do it, bet all day. I got a super $5. Washington has screwed the local media so much. They got $980 to fire Chris Russell and then stop them from hiring JP Finley to team. $980. That's grimy. Yeah, man, that's business, man. And they just glowed up on both of them and took a deal with iHeartMedia. So, you know, it'd be like that. The media also does a lot of whoring of the team. So, you know, like it'd be like that in business. I appreciate the $5 super. JP be acting like a host sometime too, though, man. All right, let's see. Everybody's saying let's take the trade. Let's take the trade. All right, let's see what the other offers are first. Okay, you're right. Let's see what else is out there. Hold up. You know what? Oh, okay, let me see. You got 2 offers. Hell no. All right, what y'all think of this one? Hell no for me. Hell no for me. We traded 23 spots back. Okay, that'll give us 2 picks in the second round, a pick in the third round, and a second the next year. I'm a pass. Which offer y'all like? Y'all want offer 1 or number 2? Which offer we going for? We want the Ravens or the Jags? I'm going Ravens. Let me know. Let me see it in the chat. I'm definitely going to Ravens. I'm not trading 22 spots back. We're not good enough to take 22 spots back in the draft. Yeah, the Jags definitely on that crack rock. Yeah, my man Trent Baalke is bugging. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take the Ravens offer. And I'm hoping my guy Olave is on the board. And so we're picking at 14, 45, and 47. Hell yeah. Should remind me. Okay, we got more picks now that we're at 14. Not interested at all. 37, 68 went up. Nope. Okay. So go back 2 more and get another second round pick. This is a yay for me. This is an yes. So we go back 2 more picks and we give up our 6th round pick to get 16 and 49, meaning we're picking at 45, 47, and 49. That's a yes for me. How we feeling, y'all? Let me know in the chat war room. We taking this shit? I think I'm taking this shit. What we doing? Hell yeah, we taking that shit. Hell yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me. More trade offers. Hell no. We're not going back 28 picks. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, too. We're not going 27 picks back. So we're going to reject, and let's see how the board played out. Jameson Williams, Chris Olave are on the board. The best corner on the board is Andrew Booth. I know what who are we going, Jameson Williams, or are we going Drake London, or are we going Chris Olave? I know for me, it's up to Olave or Jameson. Who are we going, guys? Let's go. Who are we taking? Who are we taking with this pick? Who are we taking? We taking Chris Olave or Jameson Williams. Olave. I got one for Olave. You already know the vibes, bro. You already know. Send the pick in, man. Send the pick in to Roger Goodell right now. Boom. We traded back twice in the first round and was able to still get Olave. This is fun and all, but remember, this is just a mock draft. A mock draft randomizer. That does not mean these trades are going to be available on draft day. Let's see. We got 2 offers in the second round, one at 57 and one at 89. So our last pick in the draft and our current pick to go back 12 spots and gain a 3rd round pick, or move back 1 and get a 4th next year. Okay. I'm not interested in this one. Do y'all want to move back 1 spot and get a 4th next year? What y'all think, man? Curl hurts ass, but Eagles know Wentz. You think big play Slay knows Wentz every movement? Come on, man. I've seen Wentz play good football before, so until Jalen Hurts throws for 20 touchdowns in a season, I don't even want to consider him an NFL quarterback yet. That man has 22 touchdowns in his 1.5 years as a starter. Wentz threw for more touchdowns than that one season last year, and he didn't even have a great year. So shout out to the super and the membership, though. My God, Duncan. Our quarterback's better than yours, man. Yes, he replaced him, but he's better because we haven't seen him able to do that yet. So I don't think we're taking any trade backs in the second round. I'm rejecting it. Let's see what this board is looking like. Trent McDuffie should not be here. So that off rip, that looks like I'm definitely taking Trent McDuffie here because Trent McDuffie is top 3, top 4 corner in this class. I think he's the 3rd best corner after Stingley and Sauce Gardner. What do y'all think? Kenyon Green, guard, definitely. Since we have 3 second-round picks, I'm considering him at one of these picks. Kenneth Walker, my running back, yes, sir. Chad Muma, Michael linebacker. It seems like the world is our oyster at this point. Trey McBride, my tight end man crush is there. What are we thinking with this pick, chat? What we doing? What we doing? How y'all feel? Let me find out what we're doing in this chat. Oh, yeah, these picks, the way this shit lined up is too good, bro. This is too good to be true. I'm taking Trent McDuffie here. I'm taking Trent McDuffie, and I'm not even looking back because Trent McDuffie has no reason being on the board right now. Trent McDuffie should be going in the top 20, top 25 of the draft. What do y'all think? I don't see any pick suggestions. I'm about to go with my gut. Quay Walker, I like Quay Walker, but I like Chad Muma better, and he might be on the board in a couple. McBride or McDuffie, we might be able to get both of them. I'm taking the corner first. You have no reason being here. Boom, we started the draft off with Olave and McDuffie. Dallas, fuck off. Tampa Bay, a second next year to go back? No, we're not moving back 13 spots. No, sir. Okay, where we going now? We got Chad Muma, the linebacker, Kenneth Walker, the running back, and Trey McBride, the tight end. We want a tight end. We got Brisker, the safety. We got a guard. The world is our oyster, man. What do we want right now? We want Brisker. I love Brisker. I think Brisker is a great pick. He's never trade with Dallas. Facts. That shit is just bad juju. Like, I don't even feel like that is something that I would even consider unless there was a player I just had to have. So I'm thinking it's between Kenyon Green I don't want to guard here, so I'm not even going to front. It would be a good pick. I'm not doing it. So we got Jaquan Brisker, Kenneth Walker. Ajabo should not be on the board, but I'm not taking an edge here. Chad Moomer or Trey McBride. Let me see what we got, War Room. McBride, Kenneth and Muma. Kenneth and Muma. Sugar Daddy says, shame. We're not trading with y'all, man. Tell Jared to put the phone down. We're not interested, fam. We are not interested. What we got? I want to take Kenneth Walker, bro, and take my chances on McBride. I like Brisker too, though. Fuck it, we want offense, bro. I need to give Carson Wentz a team. I'm going. We're going running back, bro. We're going Kenneth Walker. And we got another pick coming up right here at 49. We're going to reject it. We don't want to move back that far. Ooh, if we move back 6 spots, we get a third to say less. Say less. We just added another pick. Let's see what's on the board here. Okay, let's see what we like here at this point. Jalen Petrie, safety. Quay Walker still on the board. Carson Strong, hell no. Jalen Petrie. Let me see. Let me scroll up a little bit. I know what I'm interested in. I like Quay Walker and I like Jalen Petrie. So let me know what we're doing. And we just added an extra 3rd round pick. I'm really loving how the board is playing here. My man said he's trying to run a business over there. All right, man. Let's see where we at. Moomer Brisker trying to run a business. Wyatt. Let me see. Devontae Wyatt. I like Devontae Wyatt, but doesn't that feel early to take a defensive tackle for a team with 2 soon to be both paid defensive tackle? I know we need depth, but it feels early. I'm leaning Jalen Petrie or Quay Walker for this pick. Let me hear some more opinions in the chat. Hold up. Leo Chenal on the board because Leo Chenal is a guy we could probably get at some point too. And I know he's a Mike backer. Quay Walker is nice though. Can Quay Walker play the Mike backer spot here though? He said, take Pickens, fuck it. We take Pickens and Olave. De'Ami Brown is short, fam. He is short. Xavier, my boy said, yo, we hitting the game this year when the Giants come to town. Hell yeah, bro. I'm in there, bro. Pull up on me. All right, so you said take Pickens, just say fuck it, and we just going offense out here. Oh man. Let me see what we're looking like. Isaiah Likely interests me here too, but it could be a little early for him. Let me go over what we've done so far. So we've got Olave, Trent McDuffie, and Kenneth Walker. I want to go Quay Walker here, man. I don't know. And Dudley has the size and strength to take on the second level. The Jordan likes on the opposing lineman's pass, then rips down. Hey, I don't know. I know Quay Walker's nice too. And I've actually heard people lately saying that teams like Quay Walker better than Nakobe Dean, which says a lot. What are we thinking here, man? What are we thinking here, guys? What are we doing? Are we saying fuck it, taking another receiver? We thinking tight end with Isaiah Likely, or we're gonna take Quay Walker? I like the Quay Walker pick here. What are we doing? Let me know. We got 59 people in the chat. Let me know. And by the way, everybody in the chat, make sure y'all smash that like button while y'all are here. Every like, every view, every metric counts. We're going Quay Walker with the pick. I'm gonna let my guy make the pick. You bang the table for him, Don P. You get him. Quay Walker. We got us a linebacker. So we've got a running back, a receiver, a linebacker, and a corner to start the draft. And we've added so many picks. Not interested. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass it. Ooh, go back 12. Who's on the board? Let me look at the board real quick. And Leo Chenal still on the board. And my guy Isaiah Likely is on the board. I'm taking my guy here. I'm taking my guy here. We have a tight end as well. We have another move tight end as well. I'm taking my guy Isaiah Likely right there. Could y'all imagine this draft? Like this is fool's gold. This is Disney shit right here. This is the movie Draft Day with all these trade backs that I was offered here. We're now in the 7th round because we got all our picks early, and I'm totally fine with that. This is the area where I would do some shit like take a quarterback, like just to put him on the team. And like, see, this is when you take the guy, the Ivy League kid, EJ Perry, you take a Jack Cohn, Chris Olave. You take one of these guys to put on your roster, be a camp body, and run the practice squad. But let's see what else is on the board, just in case I'm missing something here. Let's see. We don't need a punter. I think I'm gonna take Jack Cohn. We can get some edge depth with Zach Van Valkenburg. That's a wild ass football name. We already took it back, so Ty Chandler, we can't do that one. Valus Jones Jr. Every draft has him going late, even though I see him on all these top 40 visits. And what are we thinking? How are we closing out the draft? We just be throwing a quarterback just for the fuck of it. What are we doing? What are we doing right now? Yeah, we've been hurting for too long. A middle linebacker. Yeah, man. Quay Walker was a good pick. Bo Melton. I coached him when he was in 8th grade. Damn, for real? That's lit. That's lit as hell. You coach Bo Melton. That's fire. Oh, man. Let's see. Just because my guy coached him back in the day. Let me see his draft profile because I don't know shit about the player. Oh, relative athletic score is a 9.23. You know what? We're taking your guy because you coached him, and we just closed out our 2022 NFL draft with a board of Chris Olave and 2 trade backs from 11 to 14 and 14 to 16. We get the 3rd best cornerback in the draft out of Washington. You know, Washington cornerbacks usually hit in the league. Trent McDuffie. We go get some competition and possibly the starting running back for the team in Kenneth Walker III. We go get probably our starting Mike Backer at pick 55 and Quay Walker. That is now 4 picks in the top 2 rounds because of 2 trade backs. We get a potential tight end 1, tight end 2 pairing for Logan Tommy. Carson Wentz used to play with Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz. You got that in Likely and Thomas, or you could have it in Likely and Bates because we don't know how long Logan Thomas is going to linger off the injury. And then we got my guy's 8th grade player, Bo Melton, receiver out of Rutgers, 5'11", has a high relative athletic score. How do we do, guys? Grade me. Leo Chenal, I think Leo Chenal is definitely a guy I definitely would have considered taking a lot earlier than that board said. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? His dad was my teacher in junior high. That's crazy. It's a small world, man. It's a small world. How are we grading our first live stream mock draft, y'all? How y'all feeling about it? Let's put it in full screen real quick, just so everybody can see. How we grading this? How we feel about that right there? I think that's a draft that we could be very, very happy about. But that's just going to probably end up being a guard in the first, a linebacker in the second. It'll be something that pisses me off and has me ranting on draft day. I think we did a heck of a job, man. I think let's manifest this shit right now. Hell yeah, bro. This is the type of shit where GMs get an extension for, even though it's just the draft. Like, you can't get it twisted because there's all these grades given out on draft night. This guy won the draft. They won the draft. They lost the draft. I've seen us get an A+ on drafts that turned out to be absolute dog shit in the long run. But I like what we did here. I definitely like what we did here. So everybody speak this draft into existence. Trent McDuffie somehow going to slide. We're going to get 2 trade back offers. We're still going to get the receiver we want. We're going to get Quay Walker. This draft is full of names, notable names. Like, there's really the only obscure pick in this draft is the final pick that we took. Like, I like that because I'm not someone who's going to pretend like I can list every single player in the draft. And I know all of these prospects. So, except Bo Melton. Like, so that's a draft I could be very happy with. Oh, man, I'm excited, man. I'm so excited. We are 15 days away. We're 2 weeks away from one of my favorite events of the year. And I cannot be. What are y'all favorite draft moments? I know I asked this last week. What are y'all favorite draft moments in the history of the draft, man? Let me know what y'all think. Like, what are your drafting Sean Taylor? That was a huge moment because I love that guy, and I love the story that Clinton Portis was in Joe Gibbs' office every day, just walking by saying Sean Taylor, Sean Taylor, Sean Taylor, and he was very adamant on the team not drafting Kellen Winslow Jr., even though he was also a Miami boy. He was like, nah, that's the wrong guy. The guy you want's name is Sean Taylor. What's another great draft moment? I was young. I was 8 when it happened, but it's absurd to me when you go back and look at the Ricky Williams trade that we did with the Saints. They gave us their entire draft class and picks the following year to draft a fucking running back. And we didn't really do shit with them picks, bro. We didn't do shit with them picks. We hit on like 2 players out of like 8 picks. Like, it's crazy when you look at it in hindsight. When you look at it, trading up for RG3. Oh, big facts. Big fact. Like, that's one of those things where do you remember where you were when it was reported that we traded up for him? I remember Twitter and I remember the radio. I was driving past Potomac Library in Woodbridge, Virginia. I was with my boy Kevin Buckles. I was with my boy John. I was with my ex-wife at the time, and we were on the way either to or from Chili's for dinner. And it went crazy. Oh my God, we just traded up to 2. We're going to get RG3. That was absolutely a wild time, man. That was a wild ass time. When the Eagles screwed the Giants last year's draft after tanking and making the Giants miss the playoffs. You know what Eagles moment makes me happy? Y'all not taking Justin Jefferson and taking Jalen Reagor, who can't catch a fucking cold, a flu, COVID, or anything else. I'm not going to lie. My favorite pick is Walker the third, so Gibson won't fumble the game away. Hey, bruh. Kenneth Walker coming this motherfucker. Him or Brees, they starting, bruh. They starting. As a former Eagles fan, trading up for the Wentz wagon. Commander Carson is my dude. Hey, welcome aboard, bro. Commander Carson, man, he gonna produce. He's gonna eat here, man. He's gonna produce because the offense has had players running open, bro. Yeah, 2019 draft night. It looked really great on paper, man. Haskins, Sweat, man, that was Bryce Love. Oh, man, Bryce Love. Don't get me started on Bryce Love. That man never wore the uniform. Getting John Allen in the mid-first round, hell yeah, because he was a top 3 player in that class. Have we even heard one thing about these arthritic shoulders or this heart condition Montez Sweat had? Like, these medicals from these combine physicals, what the fuck do they even be about, bro? What do you think about putting Antonio Gibson back at receiver? I think he's gained too much weight and he wouldn't get open ever as a receiver because he looks like he's put about 15 to 17 pounds on since getting into the league to play running back, and he doesn't look 4'3" on paper anymore, and I don't really know what he's going to do running around at 235, not getting open at running back. You know what I'm saying? Our 2 backs that are going to catch passes are J.D. McKissick and Curtis Samuel. I'm looking at it as if we get a running back, we can now develop Gibson more in the passing game. Yes, but I see it as a passing game out of the backfield more so than lining up because right now he doesn't have that burst to separate and get open consistently as a receiver because he's put on weight and he's playing at like 4.6 speed at the moment. But I would love to see him take a leap this year. I got a question for you guys. Who, like player-wise only, no coaches, who do you think on the team faces the most pressure going into the season? A lot of people are going to say Carson Wentz. I think the answer is 99. Chase Young, coming off an ACL tear and a very non-productive 10 weeks of a season last year, touted as a generational prospect. He has to have a double-digit plus sack season next year. I think he's definitely like more. The magnifying glass is on Chase Young for the 22 season. Who do you guys think? Curtis Samuel, great answer. That's another person. We have to see him on the field. You know, that hamstring, man. We got to see him because he adds such an element and a wrinkle that we don't have on the offense that it would be like our offense could take off. Just imagine Terry, Olave, and Curtis. Diami catches on as a vertical threat. JD and Gibson. Carson would have no fucking excuse. Yo, remember Geis? Every big run he got injured, bro. I actually reached out to Geis recently. I actually want to get him on the show because I actually want him to be able to tell his side of everything and touch on his relationship with Dwayne. Like, I've made my jokes. I've said shit about Geis, but when we drafted him here, I couldn't be more excited. Like, I banged on the table. I was pissed every time that we didn't take him, and then we finally traded back and got him. Like, that's a dude I hung out with a couple times who I thought was the most genuine, fan-friendly, awesome guy while he was here. And then all these stuff comes out with the domestic stuff, the sexual assault stuff, and we all talked greasy and said our jokes. But I reached out to him. Hopefully he gets back to me. I would love to get him on the show. I want to hear his side of the situation. I want to hear him open up and be vulnerable about it and his comeback to the league. And I would love to hear him touch on his relationship with Dwayne because them two were like peas in a pod back in the day when they were here. I still remember that picture of them two in their game uniform saying the future looks bright. That shit, it disturbs me. And like, it feels like we're like a cursed franchise, man. It's like we can't have nice things here. In some way, sort of fashion, nice things always get taken from us, and I'm ready to see that change. Chase is a good one. This honestly is contract year. Chase has to show us he's special because in 1 3/4 of a season, he hasn't been special. He hasn't been that special yet. He hasn't shown that he has a consistent pass rush plan or can use his hands like the Bosa's and company. I'm watching guys like Azeez Ojulari look way better than him. It's very bothersome. Will, Jack, and Chase. Will Jackson. Yeah, Will Jackson. But Will Jackson, a part of the problem is they're playing him as a zone corner when he's a man. He's a press man, jam you up corner. Like, play guys to their strengths. NFL coaches have this fucking ego issue that they have to force a square peg in a round hole. When you pick up a guy, play him to what he's fucking good at. Like, what are y'all doing? Jack Del Rio, I've watched you coach many of elite defenses in this league. I don't know what's happening here in Washington, but you have enough talent for that defense to be an elite unit, and they should be one. And if it does not become one this year, it may be time for Jack to kick rocks. I want to see if Charles can be a starting guard for us. OKG 2000, Sadiq Charles cannot be a starting guard for us. First of all, that guy has like he has like alligator arms, and he gets blown by on every play. Sadiq Charles ain't the answer at guard, bro. It'll be Schweitzer, Andrew Norwell, and someone we pick up off the streets or in the draft. Guy's still my guy. I want to at least hear him out on everything because he has some serious allegations back at LSU that nothing became of all of it, but I would definitely like to hear his side of the story and hear what he has to say about it and about what he thinks in Washington currently. I feel like this would be a decent platform for that. I mean, there are obviously bigger platforms for it, but I feel like this is an open forum for him to just get his shit off, speak as just a regular nigga, and just kick it with me. Chase and Jamin too. Jamin Davis, yes. He gets to finally play in position, like as a weak side linebacker. We forced him as a Mike. He's not a Mike, and he did not look like a Mike. Sadiq was supposed to be Eric Flower. I know, bro. Sadiq looked like, yo, the Denver game, he was getting his ass kicked, bro. He didn't look like he belonged on the NFL stadium, NFL field. This is why I want Walker the third. Those elite guys are special. Yeah, man. I'm not mad at you, bro. Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall are both special. And if we took one in the second round, fans would cry about it. I'd be perfectly understandable with it because I don't think the position has been locked up yet. Like, I don't think Gibson has locked it up, bro. Like, I don't know. That's just me spitballing. I have nothing against Antonio Gibson. I like the guy. I think he can be really good. I just don't know if he's ever going to be what we want him to be when we drafted him and who the fans like. We got to stop overvaluing our players, man. Leno, Norwell, Rouye, Wes Cosme. I like the unit. Yes, sir. I like the unit. That's a formidable unit. People forget Cosme was our best rookie when he was on the field. He got hurt a couple times, but while he was on the field, he was great. He got beat up a little bit week 1 versus the Chargers, but He took his lumps. You know what I'm saying? So basically, everybody has a lot of pressure. The pressure's on the whole team, starting with Ron and company. Like, they didn't make the playoffs this year. Yep, they've been telling you all offseason they want another running back, and there's a reason for that. So Gibson better be busting his ass like De'Ami Brown is, because De'Ami Brown been in the gym. I don't know if y'all follow De'Ami Brown's YouTube channel, The De'Ami Show, but he's been absolutely killing it. He's been working all offseason with Hakeem Nicks on the UNC campus, and he's working on his burst, short area quickness, and sharpening his routes and the fine details of playing the receiver position. And I'm excited to see what he becomes in year 2, because last year was disappointing. You can blame it on the quarterback all you want. He was very disappointing. He wasn't getting separation on a consistent basis off the line. He was getting jammed up. He didn't look like he knew the offense halfway through the season. Yeah, Cosme a big corn-fed beast, man. He's going to be our bookend right tackle for a long time, as long as he stays healthy. I like Gibson. Thank you. This is the truth. It's okay, guys. These players are like family. We don't have to lie. When you have children, I have children. I'm not going to sit here and say my son is the best on his team when he's not. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say he's great when he's not. We have to accept guys for what they are. And if we can find an upgrade for a player, let the competition speak. Let iron sharpen iron. If Gibson is truly what people think he can be, he'll win the job straight up. If not, he'll falter and another guy will take his job. At least De'Ami owns Diggs. Shit, Cam Sims owns Diggs. He mossed him, put his nuts on that man back in the corner of the end zone. I like to see these receivers get together with Wentz and really grind time this offseason. I like to see it too. I'm sure they'll do it. I'm sure they'll do it real soon. I'm sure around draft time. I'm sure around like early to mid-May it'll happen. Honestly, I hope they do it and it's reported and there's no video of it. You don't got to show everybody what you're doing. I've seen plenty of all-season videos, of players busting their ass and it didn't work out. I like De'Ami Brown's YouTube channel. Does that mean he's going to succeed, prosper, and take a step in his second year? No, it doesn't. But I enjoy seeing the content because I love every bit of content. I cannot wait to see all the draft content. I want war room content. I want content of the draft party. I want to see rookie minicamp. I want to see OTAs. I want to see mandatory minicamp. I want to see all that shit. I am dying and pressed for football. I want to see the damn schedule release show coming out in like the 3rd week of May. I'm ready for all this shit. Football has a hold on me that it's disgusting. It's disgusting. They own me. It runs my life. What's gonna happen with Baker Mayfield? They're gonna make him fucking back up Watson. They're gonna make him play the Watson suspension and then trade him. This man out here like, bro, just trade me to Seattle already. And I came out on the radio like, I think I'm gonna go to the Seahawks when they're ready to trade me and hold up their end of the bargain. They're like, listen here, partner. We need to know if our starting quarterback's gonna get suspended, because you might have to trot your ass out there and have at it for a couple weeks. So I think that's what's going on with Baker. The Browns are playing it chill until they find out how these civil depositions go, and if Watson's going to face a conduct detrimental to the league suspension. Because if it's a 4-week suspension, Baker can go have a fucking ball for a month if it was me, and then we trade him and trade him for the deadline. We had Heineke and went 7-10. Ain't Carson good for at least 2? I believe so. I believe our floor should be 8 wins. Our ceiling should be 11 or higher. But I'm not going to predict 11 or 12 wins, because as a 30-year-old fan here, I've never seen it. So I'm not going to predict some shit I've never seen before. I want to see the D-line I want to see the D-line play to its potential this year. You remember when we drafted all these guys in the first round? All this generational, oh my God, they're going to have the best unit in the league. We need to see that. Jonathan Allen's holding up his end of the bargain. Deron Payne sometimes holds up his end of the bargain. Sweat and Young, I need to see y'all earn your money, because if you want to get a defensive end, reset the market type deal in a couple years, then you definitely need to show us more, bro. Like, we laughed and we scoffed at the signing of F.A. Abada from Buffalo and Carolina. The UK man that we signed as a depth piece on the edge. Well, he's had 8.5 sacks over the last couple years. You know who else had 8.5 sacks over the last couple of years? Chase Young. So we can't scoff at any of that shit. Did we make a mistake releasing Landon? We haven't done anything with the cap savings, and we may draft his successor in time. No, I don't think we made a mistake. I think it's clear there isn't a big market for Landon. That's why he's still on the streets as we speak. And he may be able to come back on the cheap. You know, his money goes off the books June 1, and we could definitely find his replacement because, I mean, until we moved him as the backer Buffalo nickel role, he really didn't do much of shit here. Easy schedule, pump the brakes, Keith Cherry. It is significantly more palatable than last year's schedule. But in this league, I'm not sure you can call anything a easy schedule when you're not a good team yet. I'll never forgive myself for getting hyped watching Fitz OTA highlight. Bruh, we all drink the Kool-Aid in the offseason. It's the time to drink the Kool-Aid. It's the time, bro. It is the time, bro. Watson's salary is crazy in 2023. I know he on a $1 million salary in case they suspend him for the whole season. They set that shit up beautifully. My man out here making 4th-round pick money. Except he got like $40 million in a signing bonus. He cashed in $40 million a day. He put his name on the dotted line. Bank account looking beautiful right now. We need the Saints D-line coach because everybody hates Steve Mills. Sam Mills. Everybody hates Sam Mills. I don't know. He just feels like he's too small and not athletic looking to coach these monsters we have up front. I would trade that 11 pick for DK Metcalf. It would get real ugly. Yeah, I'd do it too because I'm a proponent of the salary cap not existing because you would have to pay DK and Terry, but that ain't happening. I'm tired. I'm honestly tired of this Carolina signings too. I mean, the Carolina signings that we made this year make sense though. Like they make sense. F.A. Abada and Andrew Norwell both make sense for what we do. And honestly, I don't care where you played. You know what I'm saying? It works. Wow, my phone just started playing my music for no reason. Shout out to me. Honestly, I can see Chase having a Payne Allen kind of fight this season with somebody. He has to produce. Honestly, I don't give a fuck if they fight if they're producing, bro. They're dogs. A room full of dogs. You put a room full of brothers or cousins in a room. Somebody fighting, man. Somebody fighting. If they were producing and fighting, fuck it. But it was the fact that Dallas was putting 60 on our head tops on national TV for the whole world to see. Shit, I might have punched somebody in the face too. Especially if they told me I'm playing like a bitch. Even if I was playing like a bitch. Don't say that shit to me. Don't say that shit in public to me around other grown men. Don't tell me I'm playing like a bitch. Even if I am playing like a bitch, nigga. Tell me that shit in the locker room. This year should be a competition between Sweat and Young. Trade the guy who isn't as impressive. You don't give 2 edge rushers top contracts. I mean, hey, it depends. I mean, that could end up being the – I don't want to talk about that yet, right? I need to see them produce right now. We'll talk about that later. With the way that this TV deal and the salary caps and stuff is going up in the league, shit could eventually get to a point where we can afford them both. But they got to earn the contract. I don't want everybody getting a contract just because we drafted them high. Fuck that. They need to earn them. DK needs to get paid. Pass on DK. I don't really care about money, man. I don't really, but my receiver's coming in the first round, so it's all good. I think Ramblin' Rio will see his first 11-win season in your lifetime. This is the year. I'm telling you, when it happens, I'm gonna cry, happy tears. That's not even a big feat. For me, it's a big feat. 10-6 is the cap of my life. 11 wins, bro. A playoff win. I haven't seen one of those in 17 years. I was 13 years old when we won our last playoff game. I'm 30. I'm 30, bro. I just want to see us win, bro. I don't care about all the semantics, all the off-field shit. Dan Snyder is a piece of shit, but if he's going to be here, he's going to be here. Win in spite of that dumb motherfucker. Win some games, man. Let me see. Salute, Holmes. I thought once you dudes become fan ambassadors, y'all was going to turn into mini Larry Michaels. I see you pulling no punches. Hey, thank you for saying that because at first people would tell them, oh, Mario, you support everything. Look at me put my government out. Rio, you support everything the team does because you're a fan ambassador. No, they pick me because they know I'm going to call out shit because I'm going to be self-aware about this shit. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's sunshine and rainbows over this motherfucker. Like, the shit is embarrassing out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan ambassador, and as an ambassador, I feel like I owe my honesty to this team that they need to fucking do better and that the owner is a fucking idiot. His wife's cool peoples, though. I met Tanya. Very sweet woman, very accessible. She walks around and talks to people. She asks input on things. She's the antithesis of her husband, and I don't know how he pulled that fine specimen of a woman. That woman smells like $1 billion in rosemary. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they might take my Letterman jacket back because I've been talking my shit lately. I remember they told me when I first started as an ambassador, they were like, try not to be so negative on the team. And I was just like, listen, man, I have to call it how I see it. I'm not gonna sit here and give FUs to people that I know are working hard and that are not the problem here. But Snyder ain't picked me to do this shit. So Snyder gonna get all this smoke always. Because he's a fucking dweeb. That's who he is. Daniel, Teflon Daniel the dweeb Snyder, bro. The bulletproof man. The level, the hard difficulty final boss of an anime video game. That's Dan Snyder. Door Gunner said, I saw all 3 Super Bowls and went to some lit games at RFK. Became a season ticket holder last year. Flew up from Florida. Want to fly up for good football for once. Hell yeah, man. That shit. I expect a playoff season this year. Mayhew insulated that the salary cap always comes back to bite you. Maybe he was talking about the 2-book scandal. Yo, this shit is wild. This scandal shit is wild, bro. I just don't feel like Snyder's smart enough to pull some shit like that off. He's not Marty Bird from Ozark. Seems like something that'd be like too complicated for this guy. You're the perfect ambassador. Very observant and objective. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I don't care about Snyder. Let's produce on the field. What do you think about a ferry from National Harbor to Potomac? Oh my God, that would be fire as shit. You would sign me up for that shit. I won't need it because I live 20 minutes. I live 15 minutes from where the stadium's gonna be. But that would be fly as hell. We will never have a great consistent year as long as we don't get our own. I don't think that's the case though, because ultimately games have to be played, coach is gonna coach, and Dan does not stop them from doing either of those things, even though he's a fucking idiot. They should want the Commanders content creators on that board. We do a lot of homework. I know, man. They gotta get us on, man. Trust me, I've been pitching shit to them. Let's see if they ever listen to me. I ain't nobody. Are the Commanders planning to extend Bradley Beal with all that cap space? I think Bradley Bill's moving on from DC. Those varsity jackets are so corny. Bless your heart. No, they're not. They're fly as shit, and I'm happy I got one. Just say you mad you ain't get one and keep it pushing, bro. I don't care that the dates are wrong on there. I love them Jones. Them jackets fire as shit. I can't wait to rock that motherfucker at the stadium. That shit fly. I don't give a shit about them dates of the Super Bowls that I didn't see. That jacket fly as hell. The box and is fly as hell. I'm with it. I love the jackets. I'm glad I got one. Bless your heart, though. If the Rams can keep signing, exactly. Like some teams just go for it. The Rams are going to keep going for it. Yes, they have more talent than us. You want to know why they have more talent than us? Because they keep fucking shooting for talent. They don't give a fuck about the salary cap. They don't care about the draft or none of that shit. None of that shit. They don't have a first round pick till like 2030. They give a fuck? No, because they're in the Super Bowl. Like, bro, I don't care about salary cap. I don't care about draft capital. You gotta go for it, man. Scared money don't make no money. Need the burgundy and gold. I know the gold sleeves, Joan. That Joan clean. Surprised they haven't announced a mascot or fight song yet. So if everything that they've told me, Joey and Jason, they told me it's gonna be kind of like a fan submission type thing, like where they're gonna be taking in people's ideas for that. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't really feel like we need a fight song, but a mascot, sure. That's cool. Kids will like it. It's cool for the game day experience. I'm not sure we need a fight song, especially with Commanders. Like, what the fuck kind of fight song are we gonna have for Commanders? I don't know. Some creative person out there is gonna come up with something, but I don't give a shit. What's a fight song if we're not scoring any points to sing that shit? We need to put up some points, and that's why we need to go offense early in this draft, and that's why we need to put an emphasis on offense going forward. I'm about to wrap up this live stream because me and the boys are about to shoot our War Room special mock draft episode, and I got to prep and I got to get some stuff situated for that. I appreciate everybody that pulled up to my stream tonight. Watch out for John Bates. I like John Bates. I want to see what he does. Do you want to pay our players with the cap money or a released player to help us now? I mean, Terry and Payne are going to probably get suspended in the July. What ideas can we use for the mascot? Probably some military themed shit, you know? And they're going to pick out a fourth alternate fan designed uniform as well. Hail to the commandeer. Hail to the commanders. Hail victory. Durs on the warpath. Salute to all DC. But yeah, man, the Commandalorian. Hey, y'all have a good night. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. Hit me up on social media anytime. Shoot me an email if you want to get in on my draft compilation prediction episode. Until next time, Hail to the Commanders. Take command. Deuces. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for supporting me.